Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on a gorgeous Thursday, June 12th. We are going to have a lot of fun today. We're talking about a big event taking place, since this is the 12th, I guess it's a month from today. Oh, boy. There's a huge event. It's the 200th anniversary of Clay County, and we've got Collin Moseley here as well as Kim Smith to talk about how this is going on. We're going to talk a little bit, I'm hoping, a little bit about maybe the formation of the county, how it came about. You guys know a little of the history of the county and that kind of thing?
Kim knows everything about the county.
Kim knows everything.
Don't you, Kim?
No.
No?
I'm learning.
You're learning. Okay. Well,
yes.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a huge number of items here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in here to Big Talk on this Thursday, June 12th. Let's tell you a little bit about some things going on in and around our community today. It's Thursday the 12th. I found a few things, didn't find a whole ton of things going on today, but we have a few things going on as down at the Flora Church of the Nazarene this afternoon. It's a Red Cross blood drive. Now, if you use the Impact Life blood, if you donate blood to them, I guess you could donate blood to Red Cross, but you got to make sure your dates are right because they use two different dating systems, and you don't want to get confused. But this is a Red Cross drive at the Flora Church of the Nazarene. It's going to start at around noon today, and it'll go till about 5 o'clock. You should and could and can make an appointment. Go to redcrossblood.org. That's redcrossblood.org. Make an appointment to make a donation. It speeds the whole process up immeasurably. You need an appointment. You can go on there and fill out your past history stuff, and then you print out a sheet of it or put it on your app. So, however you can do it, it really speeds the process up. The donors will get a $15 gift card by email. How about that? Plus a chance at a $7,000 prize. So you can make money. You're making money donating blood today down at the Flora Church of the Nazarene again at noon. Do you guys big blood donors?
I give pretty often. I've got I think my 5-gallon pen from the Red Cross.
You're already to 5 gallons?
I know. Well, I've been giving since I was like a junior in high school.
Wow.
And I got the Red Cross scholarship, so I feel obligated to continue to.
Well, now that makes a ton of sense. I
can't top that.
Yeah, that's.
I can't top that.
Collin and I are probably.
And I'm 3 times older than he is.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say. No, you're maybe 1 time older, 1.5. Let's call it that. But yeah, Collin, he's like basically he's on the trail to me. I'm like at 17 gallons.
Oh, really?
So I didn't get started as early as you did, though. Yeah. If you're at 5, that means you've donated 40 times.
It's a good thing about Flora High School. All the high schools here, you start giving when you're a junior at the school, and it just kind of becomes normal to you.
It's a habit for them. It's a habit. I ask people who donate regularly, do you notice I've always, whenever I was doing it regularly, I can't do it anymore because I'm on God knows how many drugs. When I was doing it regularly, I could notice about a month in that, when I was starting to feel regeneration of red blood cells. I could kind of get a feel, just a general body and health feel. Do you ever notice anything like that? You might want to start looking for it.
Yeah, I never have. You give blood?
I did. Matter of fact, when Nick Veremus, Dorstine Veremus' husband, was sick, and my science teacher, I was about 16, a junior in high school, and we all went down and gave blood for him.
Oh, well, no, that's great.
And so I have given blood, just not regularly.
Yeah. So you don't know, you wouldn't know the potential feel.
No.
You'll feel it. Trust me. You start looking for it. Mm-hmm. You start looking for it. That'll be a nice thing.
You mean he'll be grouchy? Is that what you're saying?
Grouchier than normal?
Maybe a little sluggish.
There you go.
No, it's really not a sluggish feeling. It's actually kind of a more of a healthy feeling than I think than I normally feel.
Rejuvenating.
It's the blood cells coming in, and I just feel like it now it might all be psychosomatic. Who knows? But who knows? Speaking of blood drives, I mentioned the one at the Flora Church of the Nazarene. There's also one going on at the Salem Community Activities Center, and that'll be also from noon to 5 p.m. So the American Red Cross with tremendous activities in all over our viewing area today. That again, noon to 5. Whenever you, like I said, go to the same place, redcrossblood.org to make arrangements. What else going on here on this Thursday? It is the Salem Community Farmers Market. They do that each week from 2 to 5 at the Bryan Memorial Park. They've got a set of vendors set up there. It'll go from 2 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They'll probably go till mid-autumn, something like that. If it's raining, shouldn't be. But if it is raining, they will set up under the pavilion over there in the park. What else is going on today? Over in Effingham, at the Benuti Clinic, the Sarah Bush Lincoln Benuti Clinic, they're going to have a free children's orthopedic clinic. Hey, does your child complain of leg, knee, elbow, or wrist pain? Maybe complain about back pain, curvature of the spine? This is a by appointment. You need to make a phone call, make an appointment. It is free. Timothy Gray will be the physician, and you can give them a call to make an appointment at 217-483-3020 to register. That's 217-483-3020. Register to attend this clinic or get yourself an appointment at the clinic. It is sponsored by the Illinois Elks Children's Care Corporation, as well as the Effingham Elks Lodge number 1016. It's a wonderful program, and they've helped hundreds and thousands of kids throughout this state as well as throughout the country. Had another item taking place here in Flora. Where was that? It was over at the First Baptist Church tonight at 7 o'clock in Louisville, having a grief share group. The group meets on Thursdays starting from 7, goes to 8:30. Grief share is a support group to help people with grief-related emotions. You can give them a call or go online at griefshare.org or contact Kelly Carruthers at 618-426-9073. Also tonight, a couple of bits of live music to tell you about. Max Harmon is playing at Effingham. That's going to be out at Pinky's. You know where Pinky's is, folks. That's out on the harbor, out on Lake Sarah. Easy to find, a lot of fun. And Max Harmon will be there. That's at 6 o'clock tonight. Don't think you can make both of these, but at 7 o'clock tonight, the Fairfield City Band will be performing. We'll be at the courthouse. I say we. I am the tuba player for the Fairfield City Band, and we will be performing tonight at the courthouse. It is basically a blues type of show. I will be out of breath by the end of the show. You guys gonna go? You guys gonna go to the City Band? I guess.
I think we should come listen. You play tuba?
I play tuba.
What'd you play?
Trumpet.
Flute. Piano.
We could just about get her done.
We could. That's the start of a band. That's for crying out loud. You know. We're going to talk about the 200th anniversary celebration. We could, I could play the. Well, you see now with the flute here, you don't need me to play the Stars and Stripes Forever flute solo, piccolo solo, but
and you won't want me to.
Oh, that's cool. Well, all that's going on tonight. What do you want to see on television? Well, no, I've got a few other things to tell you about. Today is National Peanut Butter Cookie Day, and I bet you I got all my pictures messed up over there. There it is. National Peanut Butter Cookie Day, baking up some goodness on June 12th for National Peanut Butter Cookie Day. This delicious food holiday allows cookie lovers and peanut butter lovers to step away from the pies and cakes, indulge in maybe a little peanut butter cookie therapy. Alabama's American agricultural extension educator George Washington Carver promoted the peanut, and well known for his promotions, he also compiled 105 peanut recipes. In 1916, he created a research building or bulletin, How to Grow the Peanut, and 105 ways of preparing it for human consumption. The bulletin included 3 recipes calling for crushed or chopped peanuts as one of the ingredients for cookies. It was the early 1920s that the peanut butter began to be listed as an ingredient in cookies. Why do you think, folks, you saw the cross there, the forks. Why do you think folks put forks in peanut butter? You don't see that in any other cookies, really. Tell me.
To flatten them a little bit.
Will they otherwise not flatten very much?
I have no idea, Bruce. I'm throwing out an idea.
That's a great guess. I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. They don't know.
I read something one time. Someone speculated that it was a way to distinguish them between regular sugar cookies in a display box.
I like that.
That could be a farce.
No, that makes sense. No,
I did read that. It was on Facebook. It's true.
Yeah, there you go. Homemade peanut butter cookies just would not be the same though without the little. You wouldn't know. I've always thought it was for more milk to gather onto the peanut onto the cookie as you're dipping it into milk, because you have more surface area of the cookie, and you basically have potential for it to gather more milk. See, I think that may be just a happy accident that goes along with it, but it makes me happy.
I would believe it.
Yeah. I believe mine.
We all have different theories.
I think, but I see it's good that we're all thinking. That's exactly. What else is today, ladies and gentlemen? Well, that's not it. That's not it. That's not. Oh, there it is. This is also National Loving Day on June 12th. This commemorates the court case where the Loving family in Virginia. National Loving Day each year commemorates the anniversary of the 1967 U.S. Supreme Court decision Loving versus Virginia. It struck down all anti-miscegenation laws remaining in the United States. It cited there could be no doubt that restricting the freedom to marry solely because of racial classification violates the central meaning of the Equal Protection Clause. So that's a nice way to celebrate that today. So go out and hug somebody. This is also, actually, you probably don't want to hug somebody unless they want to be hugged.
Should we have a group hug?
Well, see, we're on TV right now.
Maybe I'm sorry. I forget.
We already had the 3 group hugs to get ready for the show.
Okay. Right. All right.
So we'll do it later. We'll get another group hug later. See, now that leads to the third day, and I had pictures of it, but I can't get them up there. This is also National Jerky Day. See, now me not wanting a group hug, that's kind of jerky. But that's not what Jerky Day is. National Jerky Day is actually, it's all about the celebrating the rich history and immense popularity and nutritional benefits of dried meat snacks known as jerky. Where do you think the name jerky came from? Any ideas? You would think it would be some kind of Indian name, wouldn't you, or Native American name, an Indian name, because I think that's who were basically invented jerky.
Yeah, right.
It's actually French. Cherquet became the French word cherquet when the French trappers went around colonial America and saw what the Indians were doing. They started calling whatever they were doing jerky.
What did the Indians call it?
Jerky.
Quechua, a native South American language. I don't know. It might be jerky. Heck, who knows?
Right.
I don't know what the Indians were called. The Facebook doesn't tell me that. But yeah, National Beef Jerky Day, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy that. What do you want to see on television today? What's on TV? Actually, not a ton. Our high school baseball seasons are over. We'll have volleyball and baseball kicking up in about 3 months. If you want to see Major League Baseball tonight, the Pirates are at the Cubs. That's on Marquee, Channel 367. Andrew Haney versus Jameson Tyon. Cardinals are in Milwaukee. Big series up there. Sonny Gray versus Jacob Mizorowski. That's on FanDuel at 6:40 tonight, Channel 370. Also, Game 4 of the NHL Stanley Cup Final. It is the Edmonton Oilers at the Panthers. The Panthers lead it 2-1, and that's been a ton of fun to watch. You guys been watching the Stanley Cup Final?
I can't say I watch much hockey. Watch a lot of baseball, not much hockey.
Well, you've got something to watch tonight. Then.
Yeah.
You got baseball.
I'm a Reds fan. We've won 5 games in a row, so we'll see what happens.
Hey, keep winning. Aren't you playing the Cubs or something? Or
We were playing the Cubs, now we're playing the Indians. So the Guardians.
The Guardians, that's fine, yeah. I'm going to Indians, Guardians game here in a couple of weeks when the Cardinals are playing. How often do you get to a game?
We try to get 3 or 4 a year.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
try
cool.
to go to Ohio for 1, Bush for 1, Wrigley for 1.
Wow. So
2.
you're basically going all around.
Yeah.
You need to go up to Cleveland to watch them play the Guardians. That's a fun little
Might
part.
have to, yeah.
It's. We'll talk about it more in the off, but I liked it better than Cincinnati. Cincinnati needs a little more airflow. They've got airflow issues. Don't you think so?
I understand.
Well, that's just my opinion. You're watching Big Talk. We'll be right back after this. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. I'm joined by, we're talking about the Clay County 200th anniversary event coming up on July 12th. And I'm joined here by Kim Hoyt Smith. You always like to put the Hoyt in there, or how do
I do,
prefer Kim?
because there are 4 Kim Smiths in Clay County.
Wow. That seems like a lot.
If you do not put the Hoyt in there, you become associated with one of the other 3.
Yeah, and there'd be confusion for everybody.
It is confusion, so I always sign my name inside.
Now that's the thing, Kim. You are a tremendously successful member of the Clay County Genealogical Society.
Tremendously successful.
That's what I'm saying. The society has shown incredible success over the past several years. And you would understand more than anybody the necessity of being able to divide one person from another person with same names, right?
Right.
And there's actually, ironically, there's 2 Kim Smiths on our committee.
I was going to say, I thought there were 2.
Bicentennial. So when we do group chats, it's like, hey, Kim Smith's going to, Kim Hoyt, Kim Kessler Smith. It's hard to keep track of.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. Collin, tell me what is going on July 12th. And by all means, spill your guts. Going to be a ton of stuff in there.
A ton of stuff. Just about what you can imagine it's happening. Number one, the most exciting thing, I think, is that we're going to use so much of the square in Louisville. The west side, the north side, the east side, south side for parking, up there the bank corner, just trying to fill it and make it a really full celebration.
It's kind of like, it is almost like it's a one day only, right? The 12th only?
Correct.
But I mean, it is kind of similar to like the Louisville Harvest Festival, right?
It's a one day fall festival on steroids is what I would call it. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. And what is this in commemoration of?
The 200th anniversary of Clay County. So the county was founded. The actual birthday was December of 2024, and so this is our 200th year. We're celebrating this summer with the ceremony.
Well, that's the thing. Nobody wants to have a big celebration in the middle of December, right?
That's right.
Well, we signed December 23rd of 1824. So most of the enactments that reflected in Clay County were done in 25.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So as we began to prepare for that, we thought there's no way we can host a December party.
Well, with a December party, you're looking at Christmas. And
Right, and there's already Christmas in the village and stuff, and so and we honestly deliberated about, well, where do we do this? How do we do it? And we thought, the county square, the Louisville Square, the county seat, the courthouse. It's just, I think when you stand there on the brick road in front of the courthouse, you're just in the heart of Clay County, and so.
Well, that is true. I mean, especially you've got like you say, you've got the brick road and you've got the courthouse right there. It kind of gives a historical feeling. How did the county form? Give me the history behind December of what was going on in December of 1824 that they decided they needed to split up into another county. You're the political guy.
Yeah. Well, and I've got the documents from when it was formed, and the documents from the State House show that it was, it took in part of Wayne, part of Fayette, part of, I think at the time it says Lawrence, because the Richland County line was kind of screwed up there. So, So Clay County is a formation of 4 or 5 counties that surrounded the area.
Well, that's the interesting part. I mean, when you look back into the state of Illinois and the formation of it, originally there were 8 counties. It was basically, and Edwards County went all the way up to Chicago.
And
which
that map still hangs in the old Capitol building.
Oh, does it really?
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay, so whenever Clay County was carved out of the rest of them, is there any idea how many there weren't 102 counties yet.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure how many counties there were when the Clay County was formed. I know Marion County had their bicentennial just about exactly a year before ours.
Right.
So
they had theirs in Salem just a little bit ago.
So it was starting to come around, more and more. So I'm not sure what the number was, but it was certainly experiencing growth at that time.
Who are some of the founders? Some of the founding people? Are there are there any? Are there any places that folks can still like find their gravestones and that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
I know there's one south of Clay City.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not certain who that is.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm asking the tough questions.
I know
today,
you
Kim.
are, and I am a newbie to this game of the Genealogical Society, but I do know that we're doing a live history of John Riley Tanner and his family, and who eventually became a governor of Illinois. Was it the 21st or 23rd? I think he was the 21st.
Somewhere in there.
Okay.
And Bill Atwood from Florida is going to personify him in full dress.
Oh, now that is going to be on the 12th as well.
That's
on
on the
stage.
12th, live histories on stage.
Wow.
And so many of these families moved here, and you have to realize it was a complete wilderness here. Mm-hmm. It was, the grass was so tall that if a man rode a horse through the grass, you might not see him. So these families that came here, they had a vision of coming here, and John Macaulay was one of the first white settlers here. Mm-hmm. But they encountered the French, they encountered the Indians, they encountered wild animals, and it was survival of the fittest in every biological sense you can name.
That is a tremendous, to me, a tremendous attribute that folks 200 years later, we have no idea what these people saw. I mean, you could go through forests and primeval forests and think you have a clue. There's nothing like the kind of tall grass, the prairie tall grass that was actually throughout Illinois in earlier time, pre-colonial times and colonial times.
Right.
Folks might think she's exaggerating about the grass being, it got 7-8 feet tall. Aren't there projects, like the state puts on projects to regrow tall grass around the interstates from time to time? You see these little tall grass stands around the interstate. Those are occasionally there on purpose, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They are occasionally on purpose. And when you go back to what they would have encountered and you think about what it's become now, and I always think, man, what would they think today to see Highway 50 coming through Clay County, a major U.S. highway where there used to be nothing but prairie grass.
Right.
It's just pretty cool.
They'd be thinking, boy, my horses would go quick on that.
Yeah. Right.
Boy, my wagon's really pulling a hurry. Oh, my gosh, I don't have to ford that creek.
Right.
Yeah. I tell you what, let's do. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back, get into more about what's going on July 12th in the Louisville. And we'll be right back here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, back here with Collin and Kim in a spec. Back after this.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
I'm Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywine, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back, folks. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. We're talking about the Clay County 200th anniversary celebration taking place in Louisville on July 12th. All right, I skipped right past you. Tell me, I've got the Clay County Turns 200 thing up there. Tell me what is going on here.
I mean, again, live music, programs on stage, more food booths than you could ever want.
All right, stop right there. Time out. You gotta spend a few minutes on the food.
Sure.
Who's coming? Do you know the food coming?
So just a quick glance. You've got the hog trough, the Fair Lady. You got kettle corn. I think the volleyball team is doing pork burgers.
Wait a second. Before we get off the volleyball team, they had a gigantic celebration last night, didn't they? Kim, tell me what that was last night.
Last night?
Yeah. We're shooting this on the 12th.
Oh.
It was on the 11th. You haven't had a heck of a time with this date thing.
Yes. No, the volleyball team North Clay volleyball team is playing at T-Town tonight. They play every week. You guys were talking about the games you go to, and I thought, well, I'm going to a volleyball game.
I thought they had like a fundraiser or something last time.
No, we play every week at T-Town.
Up there. How many teams come in?
I heard there, and I'm not for certain, probably 12, 13 teams.
Oh, that's pretty good.
From all over.
There you go.
There you go, Bruce.
Well, thank you very much. What will they be doing at the big celebration?
I think they're doing a booth with pork burgers and drinks and just trying to raise some dollars for their program.
Okay.
And so they're one of the vendors. Jenny Bailey McKinney from Louisville, she opened up a Blaze and Glaze pizza truck. Wood fire pizzas right on the square.
Hold on. Time out again. Are we going to have enough? Are we going to have the fire trucks in town for a wood fired pizza?
We're only a block away from the station if something gets real. I just told Jenny to get out of hand, just hook her up and pull her in the station, and we'll soak her down. Right.
What's
there.
the hog trough?
They're famous for pulled pork tacos and their barbecue baked potatoes, just really good. Everything pork,
Okay, so we mentioned that's some of the food booths. You mentioned live music. Do you have any of the local artists hooked up yet? Who do we have coming?
Well, one of them is Kim's granddaughter.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Layla Smith.
Yep.
No kidding.
No kidding.
She does a wonderful job.
She does a good job. She's hoping that this music of hers will send her into a career as in the music business, not necessarily as a singer, but as she wants to go into law and enter the music business as an attorney in Nashville.
Oh, wow. So she's trying to make some.
She's getting her name out there.
In addition to making good music, she's wanting to make good content.
She loves that, yes.
Oh, now that's outstanding. Who else?
The band Abel, which is kind of a Christian contemporary band. I think they're going to open up, and then Layla and Richard Rudy are going to come in, and then after the program, to end the night, we're going to have the Andy King Band.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes, and
Andy King Band's a good show.
Yes, so that's the end of the night entertainment, and then as soon as they're done, we're going to launch some fireworks off.
How about that?
In the night, yeah.
That's great. Now, I tell you what, we'll talk about some sponsorships later on. Are there still sponsorship opportunities for businesses out there?
Absolutely. We'll take your money.
Well, that's what I'm asking about the fireworks. I mean, have the fireworks, or what kind of big show are we talking about?
We're talking about a pretty great show. We've had some people that have come alongside to sponsor. The sheriff's worked really hard of going out and meeting with businesses to promote the fireworks, and so it'll be a show that I don't know that it'll be like a 4th of July, but it'll be a show worth being there for.
Well, it sounds like it's just going to be a heck of a time. I tell you what, let's take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about the historical aspects of the week, of the day, because I know there are programs plenty, and also historical items that folks be able to handle and just learn more about what's going on, as well as 5K run. Where's the 5K run going? We'll get to that in a second. I want to know if it's going to go up and down the hills in Louisville, because Louisville's got more hills than any place. Back right after this. Stick around.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Talking here with Collin Moseley and Kim Hoyt Smith about the upcoming July 12th. Get it right. It's the Bicentennial Celebration for Clay County, the formation of Clay County. And I mentioned a few minutes ago, Collin, there are ways that folks can participate, either as sponsors, as businesses, as personal, as just if folks want to get involved. Tell me about the sponsorship opportunities here.
Sure thing. So, this is a once-in-a-lifetime event, first of all. So, I think sometimes businesses in Clay County, they're so generous, they get hit up all the time. Well, I promise you we won't come back next year and ask you for money.
Wait a minute, this is we're not going to do the 201st celebration?
No, not 201st. Maybe 250th, but I'm going to be a neutral observer for that.
well, I won't.
If I live that long.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might.
Maybe.
I'm not going to assure anything.
But you can be a sponsor at any level. We've got several. We're thankful to Wabash, of course, here. Wabash is a high-level sponsor.
I think I've got Wabash.
Yeah, several different banks here in the county. I think all the banks actually are sponsoring in one way or another. Clay County Hospital. So your donations make the entertainment and the fireworks possible. Again, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The fireworks celebration. How many people can come and hang out on the Clay City Square, Clay County, on the Clay County Courthouse Square? Mm-hmm. This will be a big crowd.
Yes, yeah, it should be a big crowd. I mean, again, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Games for kids, all the stuff that we're doing, the live music. We're trying to make it. It's a family friendly event that you can look back 20 years from now and say, we were there. We were there.
What kind of historical things will we have going on? Will there be a chance for folks to learn about the county? What are the historical presentations?
Each township has been invited to host a booth, a tent, and you can bring in reading materials, memorabilia from your township. You can bring in pictures from your township, and there will be someone at that booth to discuss things with you, to show you those items.
Well, now, you mentioned all the townships coming in. That's kind of one of the, to me, one of the interesting things about this celebration is that it's really a call to all of Clay County to kind of come together in a colony.
Absolutely. This is, it's in Louisville. It's our county seat, but this is a county-wide celebration. We want to honor every township, every village, every corner of the county.
You've been getting good participation from the rest of all the townships, right, in the cities.
Yes.
Xenia, Clay City. I'm going to leave somebody out. Flora, Oskaloosa.
Even Sailor Springs.
Sailor Springs. That some of the smaller villages are taking part. Well, that's outstanding. How long have y'all been working on this?
Long time.
Year and a half.
Doesn't seem like it. March of 2024 was our first meeting, and we said, we've got so much time. Well, folks,
we had you and John Baylor on here to talk about that.
Yeah, about a year ago.
Yeah. And that was over a year ago.
And man, time flies.
I guess it really does. You ain't a kidding. That's outstanding. I had one other thing I was going to mention here. Tell me about the 5K run. We talked about, is this through Louisville or how's this going, Collin? And are you going to be running?
So, well, I will not. I run for office. That's about it. I don't like to. But if you see me running, you better run too.
Yeah. Run away.
The Flora Bank and Trust, their 501c3 has put this on. It's going to be in the morning. It's going to be a run. I think they're going to do around the square and then down the Sailor Springs Road and back.
Oh, okay.
And so they wanted to just do something fun to put their mark on the celebration. And so it'll be 8 a.m. on the morning of July 12th. So you can go run, come back, and then enjoy the rest of the day with your family.
Okay. Well, you see, now that's the thing. Are they going to turn about a mile and a half out of town and come back?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is how, if folks recall, that's how a lot of 5Ks were done previously in Louisville. Now we have the Rotary Glow Run around town, but yeah, that used to be the way they ran down and back.
Where's the finish line? Out in front of is the finish line in front of the new building or what?
I think it's there by the court, somewhere in the middle of the courthouse and the new building. Yeah.
I got to tell you, I'm glad it's only a 5K. I mean, because if it were, you wouldn't want to finish up on the bricks and go up that hill at the end. You need to name that thing Heartbreak Hill for the big shelter there.
The 5K during Fall Festival is a different animal, different.
Yeah, they run a different course, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they kind of have to avoid downtown because you got all because you have the stuff, the stands and things set up.
This will be before, again, 8 a.m. before everything's all set up. It'll just be a nice little event to kick the day off.
Oh, well, you see, now that's cool. So so the folks will be able to cool off and go get them like 5 corn dogs.
Right. All those calories you burned, put them right back in.
There you go. One other thing I was going to mention before we go to break again. You have a tractor show coming in. Who's all? How big is that going to be, and where is that going to be?
That's going to be on the east side of the square.
That's right.
And Ed Leak is in charge of that.
All right. East side. So that's over on the post office side.
By Village Hall.
By Village Hall. Okay.
Village Hall, yes.
And probation.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And Ed Leak is in charge of that, and he's taking all the tractor registration at this time. They'll probably start pulling in about 10 with judging at 1 p.m. and remain with us until 5 or 6 p.m.
Well, see, now that's pretty cool. One of the cool things about that, and this is what kids love. You get a 5, 6, 8-year-old boy. They just love walking around tractors.
They sure do.
And boys and girls both. Who's kidding who? They really will enjoy it. And this is another opportunity for the kids to have a great time. I tell you what, we've got a lot more to talk about, and we are going to do that right here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We've got Kim Hoyt Smith along with Collin Moseley, and we're talking about the big July 12th. By the way, before I do go, if anybody has questions, what's the best way to get a hold of you, or if sponsors want to get a hold of you, or if you have questions, go to Facebook?
Facebook's fine, or on that flyer, there's an email address, Clay County 200 Years at the other flyer.
The other flyer.
Yep, Clay County 200 Years at claycounty.illinois.gov.
Oh, is it on that one or that one?
Other one. That one right there. Bottom right-hand corner.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I missed it.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Clay Co. 200 Years at claycounty.illinois.gov.
Yep.
That's an easy place for questions. Vendors need to get a hold of you there, too?
All the above.
All of the above. With a month to go until it happens, you're still open for vendors, I'm guessing, right?
Yep. certain vendors.
Yeah, I was going to say, what kind of vendors are we looking for?
So we're still open. If someone wants to come do stuff for families, games, things like that. We're full on food vendors now.
Yeah.
Car show, more cars are welcome.
How about historical folks who come to show off?
Yeah, love to have
coins
you.
And that kind of stuff.
Love to have you.
There you go, folks. We'll be right back on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Stick around.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We are talking about the 200th anniversary of Clay County Celebration set for July 12th. You can spend the whole day there. There are going to be things to do all day long. You'll start at 8 o'clock in the morning with the registering for the 5K run, and then just hang around all day, right?
And then 4 o'clock it reopens.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
the food vendors not open during the day?
Just for dinner, yeah.
Just for lunch?
Just for dinner. Supper, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just
The
want to make
official
sure.
start time is 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
But there'll be tractors there all day.
Correct, yeah. There'll be tractors there all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Car show?
Yeah, whenever they get there. So there will be some things to do, but the real shindig starts at 4.
Real shindig. All right. You asked about, I was wondering about this. Tell me about the little logo down there on the bottom right-hand corner.
That logo was designed by a former high school student. He graduated, Matthew McPeak.
Okay.
The cool thing about Matthew McPeak is he designed our logo. It's going to be in our hats and T-shirts, which you can order. There are T-shirt orders out online.
How do you come? I'm kind of surprised with the flag being the shape the flag is there. Is that like a worn flag? I guess is that what that is?
It's just I don't know.
It's
You
not
have
a
to ask
particular
Matthew.
shape, is
It's
it?
more of a rustic worn.
Yeah,
I think it's
rustic.
maybe a nod to just the history and the history of our country. It's sort of like a battle flag. It's been through a lot, so we in 200 years.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's outstanding. And this was part of a contest, right, Kim?
Yes.
How many folks did you have? Did you have good participation in the contest?
I'm not sure if we had good participation in that. I wasn't the one that was.
You say yes.
Okay. Yes, we had great participation.
We were inundated with applications.
Yes, we had
I don't know
so
how many
many.
you had.
We
I
had
don't
so
know.
many artists. It was hard to choose.
I don't know how you picked that one, but it is a great
is very
choice.
nice.
I love it.
I do too.
I mean, I was talking with Collin here. Part of the interest, the cool part about the event that night, you're unveiling the new Clay County flag, aren't you?
That's very true. The county's never had a flag, and so We're going to unveil it and do the first flag raising during the ceremony on stage, and it'll probably fly at the courthouse and other county buildings.
Well, now that makes a ton of sense. Are you going to show that to anybody? I guess it wouldn't be an unveiling if you were going to show it to.
Right.
I'm certain it'll look good. It'll be pretty cool. That's for sure. All right. Well, I mentioned there's a car show. Tell me a little bit about the games. I mean, what games are going on that the kids will be able to do? Did you say some churches were putting stuff on?
Yes. Let me jump back just a minute. We are going to have a couple inflatables, maybe one inflatable for modern games because kids like those. But we wanted to step back into time and do some older games that churches like Red Brush, Oybalt Christian Camp, Bethel Church, the Pentecost Church from Iola, anybody that wants to help with those games, tug of war, sack races, street Scrabble.
So these are kind of old time.
They are old games that
you don't see tug of war so much anymore.
So the churches are each going to work part of those kids' games sections, and that involves other churches also are doing private things outside of that particular. So we have lots of kids' games going on that day. A dunking booth.
Yep.
We have a dunking booth. I think the sheriff's department is going to supply the dunkies.
The PD and the sheriff's office, we're planning on having 3 or 4 officers throughout the day take turns to raise money for Shop with the Cop.
Well, see, now that's the Shop with the Cop. That's where they do the Christmas gifts, right? The Christmas items.
Yes.
The other participation, some of this stuff. Are we going to be having any reenactors or anything from 200 years ago?
John Riley Tanner is the Clay County Genealogical Society with Bill Atwood.
So he's
already.
You mentioned Bill.
He's going to grow his hair longer. He's going to grow some kind of facial beard.
Oh, okay. I was confused. When you said John Riley Tanner, I was thinking, wait a minute, he just talked about him being 200 years old and 200 years gone.
Right.
He may be walking around.
He'll be walking around. He's going to do. And then John McCauley, the first white settler here, will be on stage. And then the GOP is having Henry Clay, I believe. Collin can address that.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Henry Clay.
You're having Henry Clay, the great wig.
The great orator, yes.
Well, so that's funny. And you're right, but the county thought, Henry Clay, the namesake, politician, the GOP wanted to do something. We're on the square, headquarters on the square, and so we're going to host Henry Clay every so often throughout the night to do a live history on him.
Well, I mean, Henry Clay, that's who the county was named for.
That's right.
I presume he never was here.
And if you go,
was he? Did he ever come through the area?
I don't know. I always thought maybe he did come through at one point in time up from Kentucky, but I don't.
He may have. It's not that far.
But they obviously was a very popular man at the time, and so it was our namesake. And if you go to the courthouse and you look on the south side of the courthouse above the door the employees go in, there's a really ugly looking picture of Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
Well, the reason it's an ugly looking picture of Lincoln is because it was originally a picture of Henry Clay. And somebody got mad at him years later, and they redid it, so it's a really ugly picture of Lincoln because it wasn't Lincoln originally.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
So,
that's fantastic. I mean, for crying out loud, Clay was Lincoln's favorite politician. For crying out,
I think he was so popular, the great orator.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was his hero, and that's fantastic. I didn't realize that. Oh, well, so you'll have Henry Clay walking around. Yep. Tell me, there's a veterans project as well. What's the veterans project?
The Clay County Genealogical Society, Darla Simmons and Bernice Brown have been working for a couple years to do like a biography with a picture of the veteran in his military uniform, and then a picture in the bottom corner of his gravestone. And they want all participation from all over the county. There are 80 cemeteries in which these veterans are buried. And they want to collect those stories from Clay County citizens. And they are in the process of trying to work on that. So that's what the Veterans Project is about. They will be displaying on July 12th part of that memorabilia and project work.
Oh, no kidding. Okay, so this is an ongoing. The Veterans Project will be ongoing.
It's ongoing. Yes. And they can tell you more about it when you visit with them in the Clay County Genealogical Society building on the square.
The last time I had you on here, Kim, we were talking about well, probably not the last time, but one of the times I've had you on here, we were talking about the Genealogical Society. And at the time, had all the file cabinets and had everything that needed cleared out. It has really had a turnaround, hasn't it? Tell me about the success of the Clay County Genealogical Society.
Well, we cleaned. We cleaned, and we cleaned, and we cleaned. And we revived the membership.
You were able to keep the documents, though, right?
Oh, yes. We're historically keeping all of our documents and our family histories and everything that we have, we've added to. The main thing that we want all that information to survive. And we want to know, and other people to know, and young people to know, so that it will continue. We offer classes, and we're having a barn quilt. The membership votes on 3 quality events that they want to do every year.
Okay.
This year, on July 12th, they're concentrating on the barn quilt. So we have 2 families, the Pilchers from... I'm going to think they're Larkinsburg Township.
Okay.
And the Hebrons have barn quilts. And when I called about them, they said, hey, I know you think the barn quilt's fascinating, but the story of the barn is even more interesting. So we'll talk about the story of the barn. And
this will be at the Genealogical Society?
Now this, because Darla and Bernice are having their veterans display in the CCH building, we're moving over to the art studio.
Oh, okay.
On the north side of the square, which is owned by Miss Sarah Zink.
Okay.
The North Clay art teacher. And we're hosting a barn painting on the 25th, 26th, and 27th for people who want to paint a barn quilt. They will display it on July 12th. We're doing the barn quilt stories. We're doing barn quilt postcards with bicentennial information on them. I think, did I cover? Bob Liebarger and Joe Harris will be on the east side of the square.
I hate to ask a stupid question.
Ask away.
What is a barn quilt?
Oh my goodness, Bruce! A barn quilt.
You never driven by a barn and see a big, beautiful
artwork displayed on the side of the barn?
Oh yeah.
That's a barn quilt.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say you're not going to be showing barn quilts off inside the building. Those are the buildings.
And but we're going to talk about how it originated.
I did not realize
with
that.
Donna Sue Groves from Ohio. We'll talk about the local barn quilts. I need to plug Bob Lieberger and Joe Harris. They are Sons of the American Revolution doing the 16 flag display on the east side, again, of the square near the old jail.
The 16 flags are over the course of the United States history, right?
Yes. And also, Travis Hildebrand, he's not on here. He is doing a camp enactment by the old log cabin behind the old jail.
No kidding.
Which he now owns.
Yeah.
Yes, which he now owns, of course. So there are so many things that you can do on this day.
It's going to feel like you're walking. Our goal, I think, the whole time has been to feel like that you're walking through not only a fun event, but you're walking through 200 years on the square.
Wow. It's all coming up again on July 12th. It's going to be an opportunity for kids, adults, folks to just basically learn some history. That I've learned a ton of things today, and I thought I was pretty smart.
Can I plug?
Absolutely.
Please go. If you want to register, we're having a quilt display. So anybody who has a new, used, old, vintage, whatever quilt, can display it on July 12th.
Okay.
On the north side of the square.
Right.
And we are taking registrations for those now online. Or if you like the hard copy, paper copies, we have those too. But go to our Facebook page, and it is Clay County, Illinois, Genealogical Society Library.
Clay County, Illinois Genealogical Society Library. Also, for more information, you can go here to you go to the Facebook for the Clay County Celebration and send the email there to the Clay Co. 200 years at claycounty.illinois.gov. Boys and girls, this is just going to be a hoot, isn't it?
It's going to be a good time.
What are you dressing as? So you're going to be you're going to be young Mr. Tanner, and the other guy's going to be old Mr. Tanner?
I'm probably going to look like a really worn out volunteer.
He's our host on the stage.
That's true.
Oh, you're emceeing.
Yes, of course he is.
I love the new stage. If you haven't been to Louisville in a while, It is the amount of work done, and it's a perfect opportunity to kick that off, isn't it?
That's right.
There's the Veterans Tree is also going to be on display with over 1,200 veteran ornaments inside the courthouse.
It's going to be great.
There's
I'm
too
out of
much
time.
to mention.
Too much to mention. July 12th in Louisville. You be there or be square, folks. Thanks very much. We'll see y'all next time on Big Talk. Have a great day.